What's up, everybody? It is Durst15 or Lucas here today, and I'm bringing you some kill confirmed on Arkadim with the P90. Now, before I get into the story, I just wanted to say that the gameplay was picked because it was fast paced. I did okay. I got like a little bit above a 2.0 KD, but it was fast paced and it moved a lot, and that's my Facebook, not yours. But anyways, and that was my phone, not yours. But anyways, so the story today is the time that I thought I went deaf. Alright, so what had happened was, I don't think it was my first iPod or anything, but I'd just gotten some new headphones about 3 weeks back, I want to say. I think I broke my old headphones, and I got some new headphones from Apple, and I don't know, this was a couple years back, so I was like, oh yay, I got new headphones, brand new headphones, like, you know how everything, like, it's brand new and shiny and awesome, yeah. I was in that kind of state. And so I pick up these headphones and I'm listening to them, jamming out on them, and then, time goes by, and I don't know if you guys know, but time and time again, it has been proven that headphones always go quiet in one ear before the other. And so it sounds like a unbalanced, like one ear is louder than the other. And this really messed with me. Because I didn't know this. At the time, I was completely unaware that this was the case. So I was just walking around, and my right ear was slowly getting quieter. Now, I was just assuming that I was just like, well, I didn't really know what to do. I just kept ignoring it. I was like, oh, nothing's happening, it's nothing. Because I didn't want to believe that I didn't want to believe definitely that my headphones were breaking. No way. These are my brand new headphones, guys. I should have gotten the kill. But anyways, I also didn't want to believe that my hearing was going bad, and so I just kept ignoring the problem and hoping it would go away. I don't know. I guess it's kind of what you do when you have no idea what the hell's going on at all. But so day after day, I would walk around and keep walking, and eventually it just got to the point where it was noticeable. Like, it was really noticeable. It wasn't ignored anymore. It was really, really noticeable. But also, most of the time I walk around with only one ear in. And so since I walk around with only one ear in, I would usually only notice it when I tried to put both in. And it was kind of weird. I was like, wow, I'm having to turn up the volume really high to hear it this time. But usually it was always the right ear. I never really put the left ear in by itself, and since it was the right ear that went dead, then, oh gosh, this is weird looking at this gameplay that I just got, like, I don't know, I want to say 15 minutes ago. But anyways, since it was the right ear that was losing volume, and not the left ear, and I only ever put the right ear in by itself, I didn't really notice it, because I was just so used to the right ear only, and so I just kept turning it up a little bit more. And it wasn't until I started listening to both ears. So I was doing my thing, and I'm pretty sure somebody actually recommended that I listen to it in both ears when I'm not out in public, because the reason I was listening to it in one ear was because when I first got my first iPod, my grandpa told me, he was like, I was listening to it in both ears, and he said, you might want to be careful when you do that, because, like, somebody could, like, rob you or whatever, like, pickpocket you, and you wouldn't expect it. Because obviously I was a little kid, and obviously that's a little bit exaggerated, but, when you're teaching little kids lessons, you gotta kind of over-exaggerate things. But anyways, so the point was, he told me that, and then somebody had recently told me, like, hey, you should put both ears in when you're not doing anything, like when you're not having to walk around on the streets or anything. And that way you'll be able to hear your music better, and it'll sound better, and it'll be, like, I don't know, just more pleasant experience, I guess. So I took their advice, and I'm sitting at the airport, and I'm standing in line. Absolutely nothing's happening. You know, like when you're a little kid and you stand in the airport and you're just like, oh, mom and dad, what are you doing? When really they're just getting everything, like, legal and getting the passports, or not passports, but, like, boarding passes and all that crap. But, so I was just like, Mom, stop wasting time. And then, so I just eventually just went and I just put both headphones in and just kind of stood there. I don't really remember if I was sitting or standing. I think I was just standing in line. But with both earphones in, I was listening to my music. And, like I said before, I just ignored the problem that it was getting quieter. That one ear was quieter than the other. Until something happened. Like, I'm not sure what it was. I think a louder song came on, and it was, like, blaring in my left ear and not loud at all in my right ear. And so, not thinking at all, I just kept, like, I turned the volume up and I put it in my right ear, and then I left the volume the same and put it in my left ear, and I was like, whoa, it's so much louder in my left ear. I must be losing my hearing in my right ear. Never once did I think to put the left ear up to my, like, the left earbud up to my right ear to get it. And this right here made me really mad in the gameplay. I was like, I was doing good, come back around here, FMGs. Ugh, dual FMGs need to get out of this game. I used to use them, and then I realized how freaking annoying they were when you got killed by them. Ugh. But anyways, so I never thought to put the left ear in the, like, the left earbud in the right ear. So I just assumed that I was going deaf. I don't know. It was weird. I was scared. I was like, Mom, I think I'm going deaf in my right ear. I was, you know, when you're a little kid, you just, like, jump to assumptions. So I was like, Mom, I think I'm going deaf in my right ear. Can we go to the ear doctor? And she was like, you're fine. And I got the FMG guy there. Ugh. Stumbled over my words again. God damn it. Stumbled over my words, but now I've got it all out. But anyways, I was like, Mom, I'm like going deaf in my right ear. We need to go to the ear doctor or whatever. And so you know how little kids jump to conclusions, as I was. I was like, I think I was like 9 or 10. But anyways, I was so scared, and my mom was like, what are you talking about? So she put him in. She was like, wow, the one ear is quieter, but I'm not, like, she has bad hearing, but her hearing's not that bad. And she put him in, and she swapped them. Like, she was actually smart, and she put the right earbud in the left ear, and that's when she realized, like, at the same volume, and she realized that it was just the earbud being quieter and not the and not my hearing going out. And I should not have gotten that kill, but I did anyways, because I'm amazing. Anyways, but yeah, so my mom was actually the one that figured it out. I would have freaked out and driven myself to the freaking ear doctor if she hadn't stopped me. Like, not even kidding. I was so freaked out. I was like, no, I'm too young to be losing my hearing. Because I was like, I knew my mom had bad hearing, so I know I have, like, genes for it or whatever, but it's too early to be losing my hearing. I was ready to jump on it and fix that. But yeah, it ended up with me just looking like a fool in front of mostly myself, not really my family, because I was little. And I was really embarrassed, though. Like, I was just like, oh, God, I just did that. I was scared. Like, you know how you get scared even if nobody else cares? Like, when you're learning another language, and you speak it in front of people that speak your language or whatever. Like, I can only speak Portuguese. I'm half Brazilian. But I can only speak Portuguese with my little cousin, because I'm not that great at it. But he doesn't speak English, and he doesn't correct me, and he doesn't really care. So it's wonderful. But, so, like, if I speak to anybody who's older than that, it, like, freaks me out, because, like, I know they're gonna, like, correct me or whatever, and I hate being corrected and stuff. It was kind of like that fear, like, you felt like an idiot even though nobody else thought you were. Yeah, I was very, very, very embarrassed. And here, the game just lags. Like, the game lagged earlier, and it was weird. But anyways, that's the end of my story. So the game lagged at the end, and then we just kind of waited, and then it ended, and they got the final kill, and then I went 19-9, as you can see right here. Alright guys, so if you liked that video, click subscribe up top above the video, or on the word subscribe to subscribe to my channel to see more videos by me. Click the my latest video to see my latest video, and click random video to see a random video of my choosing. Thank you all for watching, drop a like, and I'll see you all later.